Welcome into the BSN Rockies Weekly Breakdown presented by the Denver Milk Market. Denver Milk Market is the hottest spot in town, and it's located just a block away from Coors Field. They have 3 bars and 13 different restaurants to satisfy any appetite. I'm talking pizza, poke, fried chicken, ice cream, and so much more. It's the perfect place to pick up a pregame snack or just unwind after a day out in the city. Grab a bite, take a sip, do a lap, and repeat. Check out Denver Milk Market today. I'm Allie Monroy, and with me today is BSN Rockies beat writer Drew Creasman. The Rockies had a great series in Atlanta, scoring 24 runs and nearly sweeping the Braves. But they've run into a wall here against the Milwaukee Brewers. Drew, what went right during that Atlanta series and what's gone wrong?
Well, kind of the exact same thing, right? For a minute there, the offense really clicked. It was pretty much what I was expecting to see coming into the season. We haven't gotten to see it yet because they haven't had Daniel Murphy, at times David Dahl, Ryan McMahon. So they were getting contributions from all of those guys up and down the lineup. Really good for them. And then obviously the big clutch moments. Charlie Blackmon coming through once again when the club was down to their final out. And then the big thing for me there was Trevor Story putting the thing away with a huge 3-run jack. So all of a sudden they're up 9-5 when they were out away from losing the game. Those are the kinds of offensive explosions we hadn't seen.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what we're not seeing in Milwaukee. The offense has, well, if they clicked, now they've unclicked back in Milwaukee. And I think it's possible, maybe, those guys are in the Rockies' heads just a little bit. After sweeping them out of the NLDS last year, they just don't look like themselves against this team. They're not executing offensively at all. They've had some chances. It's not just that they're getting beat by really good pitching. They seem to have a lack of faith in their own ability to execute against the Brewers.
Well, the good news is that Kyle Freeland has returned from the injured list, but he did look a little shaky in his first start.
Yeah, it was probably mostly just rust from coming off the injury list, especially when you've got a blister issue and you're a pitcher. There's going to be a feeling out process of getting back to your normal grip, whatever it may be. So I don't expect the issues to continue. He also ran into a suddenly hot Jesus Aguilar, who's got 3 home runs so far in this series. So a little bit of circumstances, a little bit of him maybe not being totally back and ready to go, but I expect from here on in he will be.
After Milwaukee, the Rockies return home for 3 straight series against NL West opponents. How do you expect them to perform?
I think they should have a great homestand, Allie. And in fact, they need to in order to drive home one of the major themes of this year, which is that they have to establish dominance at Coors Field. They can live with some of these series where they go out on the road and they don't get the offense they want, or they go quiet for a little while. If they can be absolute forces at home, something they haven't been over the last 2 years when they've been making the postseason. I think they're built a little bit better this year to dominate at home, specifically with their pitchers. And so with the Giants, Diamondbacks, and Padres coming to town, those are the teams in your division that you've got to take care of. I think there's a real opportunity here for the Rockies to see this as kind of a big turning point in their season, get themselves back above 500 and go on a little bit of a run.
Well, be sure to catch all of our coverage on bsndenver.com. For Drew Creasman, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Denver.